All right, let's get real for a minute, guys. Matrix star Lauren Fishburne turns 64 today. It's a big deal. He's my favorite actor. We love Lawrence Fishburne. Now when he takes a blue pill, if it's so he can enter into something other than the Matrix, I think. Hi, Jesse Peyton's in studio. Look at that.
Hey, I liked Lawrence Fishburne on Pee-wee's Playhouse. I bet you don't remember that.
I do remember.
Where he showed up in as the Pink Cowboy.
Yeah,
he was Brokeback Pee-wee Herman before anybody else was.
He was on, Lawrence Fishburne was on the show, and then obviously, what's his name from Saturday Night Live? His wife killed him. It's right on the tip of my tongue.
I don't remember.
It's okay. Well, rest in peace to him. He got murdered. And then, you remember the guy he got caught, his wife murdered him. Ah, damn it. That's killing me. And then Cyndi Lauper did the theme song.
Yes.
There were a lot of famous people on Pee-wee's Playhouse back in the day. And Tim Burton.
Tim Burton, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That used to be my favorite show, Cherry. I used to want a chalking recliner.
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman.
Rest in peace, Phil Hartman.
Man, rip.
Yeah. All he did was cheat on his wife, and I don't know what he did,
and
actually.
Get caught. That's his problem. Cheating's not the problem. Getting caught. Cover your tracks. I didn't even know they had Coldplay back then.
Oh, no. Jesse Peyton and I have a comedy show next Saturday night, a week from this Saturday, August 9th, in Denham Springs, Baton Rouge, for our WJBO listeners and Walton and Johnson listeners. But you have other shows this weekend. You have other things going on,
I
right?
do. I'm going to be in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, but the Denham Springs show at Southern Rhythm. I'm going to have Kenny Webster with me, guys. Come out. We're going to have two middle-aged, divorced, sad, lonely, straight white men telling you how to live your relationship. What could possibly go wrong, Kenny?
Yeah, exactly. Look how great our marriages went. You know, since we are two divorced, middle-aged white guys, who better to talk about the WNBA?
Exactly.
Right now, and everybody's seen this already. Let's put a video up on the screen real quick. By now, everybody's seen the wig moment. There's nothing that can happen in the WNBA to make it entertaining to me. Nothing. But somehow, a woman losing her wig in the middle of a game was mildly amusing to me. She loses her wig. She runs off the court. They call a timeout. Does your team have to waste a timeout on this in the WNBA, or is it just kind of understood if something unbelievable happens?
That's a pun, Kenny. That's a good one. I'm just upset now that search engine optimization dropped the Janet Jackson boobie down a notch for black lady wardrobe malfunction.
That's it.
That's it.
Exactly.
This is it.
Looking back on it, do you think what Janet Jackson did was really that bad? Do you believe that was a wardrobe malfunction?
No, that was planned. He ripped her. No, I saw it live. He ripped her thing. Yeah, good for him, though. Good for you, JT.
That was a Super Bowl. That was actually in Houston, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a Super Bowl halftime show.
And were you there or no?
I wasn't there for that
no,
one. But
you were done with your time in the state institution.
It was in the state institution. I didn't serve my country. I served my state.
Served your state.
By serving macaroni and cheese through the chow line in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
It was fun. Did you know Kraft Macaroni and Cheese is about to unleash a pizza macaroni and cheese pizza?
What?
Yeah, as if Americans aren't fat and dumb enough. Now we're going to have pizza.
Yes, that's it. I'm need more carbs in my life.
Anyway, I don't have a problem with that. But this right here, a woman losing her wig at a WNBA game, and look at how much effort, how much discussion goes into this. They don't know what to do. They're like, does this count as a timeout? If a black woman loses her wig at a WNBA game, that can't cost them a timeout. That's understood. That's like lightning striking the basketball court.
That's like when a UFC fighter loses his mouthpiece. Like, it just happens.
Yeah.
Like, it's written into the constitution of the bylaws of the WNBA.
Somehow, that happened the other day, and that was very funny, Jesse, and somehow something even funnier happened yesterday at another WNBA game. I never miss a game. I'm always watching. I love the Atlanta, what is this, GSV. What the hell does GSV stand for? The GSVs versus the ATLs, probably my favorite team, the Atlanta somethings, whatever they're called.
Genital sex virus.
Obviously, genital sex virus. And so they're playing a game, and somebody throws a big green marital aid out.
I love marital aid, Kitty. Cindy's, where you go to get your 12-inch black marital aids. Have you taken your vibrating marital aids today? Good for you, Kenny.
I don't know if you notice it here, because there's already some green on the court, but they throw a big old rubber phallic-like item out. It's exactly what it is, onto the court. Look at that. And you know damn well these women have all seen that before. Every one of them has one in her locker right now. These are WNBA players. They know what a dildo looks like.
You know the hilarious thing is, you don't know this, Kenny, but in a female penal institution, they call their hoo-ha's lockers.
Really?
Yes, because that's where you hide things in prison. And the fact that you said they all have one in their locker, I think Brittany Griner's just fell off right then. That's crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, in a men's penile institution, isn't it called a prison wallet?
A prison wallet. There you go.
That's what it is. Yeah, and that's where you put your your ATM card.
It's ironic we traded Brittany Griner for a Russian's arm dealer, and on the court, a Russian's penis dealer fell out.
You know, last week they were protesting that they don't get paid enough money, Jesse.
No, they said, pay us what you owe us.
And don't they lose $40 million a season?
Yeah, which I did the math. That's $277K a year per person.
Wow, so they'd all have to pay that much to keep playing basketball according to their own weird rule they just made up.
I think it would only be fair that they should have to pay 3/5 of that.
And can I just point out, you know whose fault it is that no one watches the WNBA? Women. It's women's fault. It's not my fault.
Right.
They wanted this for women, and women don't watch it, and so they have to take money away from men's basketball to play for it, which I also don't watch men's basketball.
Right.
But, you know,
it's just the porn industry. Ken, I do not watch women's porn. That's their job. I only watch male-on-male porn.
Is that it? That's nice of you.
That's it, yes.
You're an ally.
I'm an ally.
That's great. Yeah. very, very nice there. Well, you know, there is no male equivalent of the Real Housewives. You know, they complain that they're like, women's sports, there's not enough professional women's sports. Yeah, but there's not a TV show where men get paid millions of dollars to drink champagne and throw bottles of wine in each other's face and say catty things. Men and women just like different things. That's fine. There's nothing we can do about that.
I think the only episode with a bunch of ugly men saying catty things, I thought that was called The View.
Right. Well, is there a male equivalent of The View?
No, there's not.
Is there a TV show where a bunch of men who don't understand economics sit around and get fat in front of the TV?
I think me, you, and Chad Prather should come up with our show where we sit around and talk about baking recipes we know nothing about. We're like, how are you going to put yeast in a souffle? And we're like, and we say it with such conviction, even though we have no idea what the hell is going on.
I love that the WNBA exists just for conversation on radio. I got to think more people listen to talk radio show hosts make fun of the WNBA than actually watch the WNBA.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Because every one of these, look at the stadium right there. Can we back it up a little bit? Look at the crowd, right? Look at big empty area here. They bring them all down because there's nobody in the upper seats, right?
Yeah.
So they come down, sit closer to the court, and yet there's still big areas of space right here where it's completely empty. And this is at a game where something actually exciting happened.
Right. And in a very rare mathematical anomaly, every team in the WNBA is exactly 500 on their records.
Isn't that amazing?
It's like win one, lose one. There's nobody that's good or bad. It's just a bar of dog crap.
And can we just point out the obvious thing here? You know who they all hate? They all hate Caitlin Clark.
They do.
What? They're all racist. They hate her like she's Sydney Sweeney in a blue jean ad. They think she's terrible. She's the white lady that actually gets people to watch the sport. Nobody was watching women's basketball until Caitlin Clark showed up, and now it at least is a footnote in the news every day on ESPN, and they hate her because she's a white lady?
WNBA players hating Caitlin Clark is like liberals hating Donald Trump. It's like you don't know that this is the best thing that ever happened to you, but you hate them because they're white.
For 4 years, nobody watched CNN because Joe Biden was president. But for 4 years before that, people put it on. When Donald Trump was around, it was fear porn. It was propaganda. It was a 4-letter F word, and they worship at the altar of fear. They love it. And now they don't have that to care about anymore because nobody watches CNN. I did a segment earlier before you showed up about how CNN reported the guy that walked into the NFL headquarters, Jesse, and shot everybody. Did you see that in New York City? Yep. They said he was probably white.
Yes.
Have you seen the video of the guy walking in?
He looks like Snoop Dogg's darker brother.
He's got an afro.
Yes.
Like what kind of logistical acrobatics do you have to do to convince yourself this guy could be white?
It's clickbait. It's just that all they need is for you to click the headline. That's it. It doesn't matter what they put in there.
All right, we do have to talk about Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, we do.
Well, on this radio show, we defend the hot, Jesse. If an attractive blonde woman with double D, huge naturals, is being attacked by the left, by women with purple hair and septum piercings, I'm going to defend her. That's what I'm going to do.
That sounds like my Google search history. Every word you just said.
Is that right?
Yes, big naturals is my favorite.
I believe it. Stick around. We'll be right back.
We're not passive-aggressive. Like some people we know, this is Kenny Webster's Pursuit of Happiness.
All right, we're clear right now. While I'm queuing up our next segment, Jesse, would you explain What's going on here? We got shows coming up, tour dates.
Shows coming up, Kenny. We got a bunch of stuff. We got Denham Springs. I'm gonna be in Mobile, Alabama, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Are you doing Hattiesburg?
Is that Friday night?
Yeah, you're gonna make it
I
out
could,
for that.
I could probably make it out to
Let's
Hattiesburg.
do that.
Do they have an airport in Hattiesburg?
I don't know. I'll fly you out there.
We have to figure that out. I do like Hattiesburg. I love.
Yes, they love you. We're doing brewskis again.
Well, I would only go if it's Brewskis.
Yeah, that's it.
I wouldn't play at any other venue.
Absolutely not. It's brewskis or bust.
It's Brewskis or I'm not going there. Hattiesburg was fun. We had a good time there. What was the place in Jackson we were at?
Jackson was
the brewery.
Yes, it was a brewery. I don't remember the name of it.
Do you remember?
But then we did Metairie with Shenanigans, and then we've done a bunch in that.
People,
Gulf
what did they keep calling Jackson? Jackfrica?
Yeah.
I didn't understand what that meant.
I don't know.
Why did they call it that?
Because they do freak-offs. Freaka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jack's Fricka.
Well,
it's funny because I walked out of the venue in Jackson, Mississippi, and a guy was like, hey, do you want to buy a catalytic converter? And I'm like, I don't need a catalytic converter. And he's like, yeah, you do.
All right.
Jackson, Mississippi.
All right, to those of you watching us on social media, stand by. We're going back on the air right now. Hang on. I was surprised by this. A rapper recorded an entire music video in an IKEA furniture store. He did it after his shift in the stockroom ended, and I guess his name's Vanilla Ice, so that's very exciting.
Heck yeah.
Jesse, you're kind of like Vanilla Ice, aren't you, a little bit? Are you the Vanilla Ice of comedy, of stand-up?
I don't know. I'll take the one-hit wonder, though. I would take that pedigree.
You're a white boy who wears cowboy boots, but you've got a chain. What do we call it? A cable, or what do we call that?
I don't know, Kenny. We do this every time you come in here.
I mean, it's cool, right?
Yeah, it's my logo.
Because I represent Christ around my neck, but you've decided to go to hell, and I think that's
yes, I did. That's why people say that too. When I make jokes, they're like, Jesse, you're homophobic. I'm like, I'm not homophobic. Some of my best friends are going to hell.
That's very nice. All right, I want to talk just for a little bit about Sydney Sweeney. I'm so old. I can remember a time when they didn't have the body positivity movement, when women in jeans ads, clothing ads, furniture, anything really was just attractive women. And then at some point they decided, no, men with breasts and women with beards, that's what we want. Body positivity, obese, transgendered, disabled, whatever, ableist, whatever it may be. That became the clothing ads for a few years. Calvin Klein had the fattest thing. You could actually get diabetes from watching a Calvin Klein ad.
Right.
And now type 2, obviously. And now they've decided to go in the other direction with this. They've decided to bring back hot chicks. And I assume most people have seen this ad before, or at least heard it. But if you haven't checked it out yet, here's a report on the outrage over a hot blonde woman in a blue jeans ad.
They make your butt look amazing.
Sydney Sweeney's new jeans campaign is sparking major backlash.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My jeans are blue.
The campaign has a clever slogan.
Okay, that's the part that upset everybody. The part where she talks about her. But doesn't it almost sound like she's rejecting eugenics? The way they wrote it, they're like, genetics implies your hair color and your eye color.
My jeans are blue.
But she says, my jeans are blue, as if to say my skin and eye color are not my identity. My blue jeans are my identity.
And somewhere I think there's a liberal that looks like Smurfette that's losing her damn mind saying that Sydney Sweeney is culturally appropriating the Smurfs.
I can't help but notice that Beyonce is in a jeans ad. And I don't have this queued up right now, but have you seen the Beyonce Levi's ad? Beyonce did a jeans ad, and it was beloved and praised, and everybody loved it. Let me just throw it up on the screen here real quick. Jesse, I want you to tell me, what do you notice about the Beyonce jeans ad that immediately pops out? What is it immediately about this jeans ad that makes it stand out to you? Go ahead. What do you notice about it?
That she, in spite of her fame, she's still in a laundromat.
Well, okay, you're not wrong about that. What I would have said is this. It's supposed to be about black empowerment. They made her skin fair-colored and gave her blonde hair. They made her look like Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
The whole point of the Levi's ad was that it was supposed to be empowering to black people, and yet she looks like a white blonde woman in the ads. And believe it or not, Beyonce used to be, I'm so old I can remember when she was black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that. I think she looks fantastic because, I mean, I'm pro-pretty. That's all I am. Like, I don't care about your race, your creed, your sexual orientation. If you're ugly, like, you shouldn't have a voice.
Okay, I agree. I think ugly people shouldn't be allowed to vote or talk or operate a motor vehicle.
Be seen or come outside.
How about this? If you're on public health care and you're obese, morbidly obese, shouldn't you have a higher tax rate?
Absolutely. And you should pay for 2 seats on an airplane.
100%.
If you need a seatbelt extender, then you should be paying you need a higher copay.
All right, well, here's one of those people right here who needs a seatbelt. Here's an obese woman who, I guess she's black. I don't know. I wouldn't have even thought of that, but she's crying. She watched the Sydney Sweeney ad, and now she's crying on TikTok.
Yep, that got me too. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just so blatant. I keep thinking that people just are not going to believe us until we're hung out there. But then even then, I feel like they'll be like, oh, no. Kind of like they are with. Yeah, that got me too.
Show me on the Sydney Sweeney blue jeans ad where it hurt you.
Man, and I made a post last week, and it's funny. I said, if you go on social media and make a video of you crying, there's a 100% chance I'm on the side of whatever made you cry.
Yeah, well, it's stupider than you think, Jesse. Look at this MSNBC ad article. This is an actual headline. Someone wrote this article. Someone edited it. Then somebody put it on the internet. And not once along the MSNBC journalism, quote-unquote journalism assembly line, did anybody at MSNBC think maybe we shouldn't publish an article with a headline that reads, Sydney Sweeney's ad shows an unbridled cultural shift towards whiteness. What do you think this does in the midterms next year if we vilify every attractive white person, the Democrats?
I mean, the same thing is going to happen. We're going to sweep everything again, like
right.
We should.
I mean, boy, I hope so. I want to live in a world where attractive women can be in blue jeans ads. I'm sick of looking at fat people. I'm sick of looking at trannies. It's just disgusting.
That's
to
it.
me.
And listen, and I always say this too. God doesn't make mistakes. You weren't born in the wrong body. Just because the opposite sex doesn't find you attractive doesn't mean you're trans. You're just ugly, okay? Just embrace it. Just be a 4 and shut up.
Is that what it is?
That's it. You're not bisexual. You just need to be by yourself, okay? That's it.
Actually makes a lot of sense. That actually checks out with me. Yeah. A lot of ugly people become trans and they think
nobody has been a 3 as a guy and you became a higher number as a woman. No, now you're a 2 with lipstick in your mustache.
You're just a dude with hairy boobs. That's all
it. And now you got your weave snatched out at a WNBA game,
well,
Brandon.
Speaking of violence, Zoran Mamdani is the socialist who wants to be the new mayor of New York City. I have to make the point, a socialist is just someone who's too dumb to know they're a communist. And Zoran, I guess he's in Uganda right now at a wedding or something. I don't know. I think
Uganda for life.
Uganda forever.
Uganda forever. Thank
Uganda
you.
forever.
Hey, I'm glad you got the reference in spite of me fumbling.
Of course. Well, Kamala, when she was vice president, went out and said Wakanda forever.
Yes.
And I remember thinking, wow, she's more patriotic about a fake country in Africa than the actual country that made her a rich person.
That's hilarious.
But all that being said, we've got this. You knew who this guy was. There's Moshe Heimhoff.
He works in the Diamond District in New York. He does a lot of the watch videos. He's crazy viral, and I'm a watch guy. So this guy is hugely popular on social media. Huge. I follow him, yeah.
He's walking around New York City with $500,000 worth of jewelry, and the most predictable thing happens to him, Jesse. You're not going to believe this. Apparently, he gets robbed. Guy's walking around with $500,000 in jewelry. I got the video here on the screen.
39-year-old Moshe Heimhoff coming home around 10 o'clock yesterday morning. And then you can see a man dressed in what appears to be a fluorescent construction vest running up behind him. Heimhoff runs into his yard, and when another man dressed the same way then comes sprinting to help the other suspect, Heimhoff then falls to the ground. Police say they took hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry off of him. The two men then took off running. Heimhoff says there was a third man behind the wheel of a getaway car.
And this is just a matter of, you can't walk around New York City.
No, I think I'm surprised that these guys are still robbing and ICE didn't get them yet. I didn't know we still had construction workers and vests still here.
Did you see this?
You know they're not white. They're robbing people, Kenny.
Did you see this? In New York City and Los Angeles, since I do not endorse that statement, nor will I vilify you for saying it. In New York City, since they started the deportations, and those are the two cities where they're hitting the most people,
yes.
auto wrecks, collisions in the city have dropped by like 15%.
We're deporting women now? They got rid of Asians and women? Holy crap. Trump 2028, baby. Let's cook.
No, Jesse, I think what the data seems to imply is that there were enough unlicensed illegal immigrants driving around LA and New York causing auto accidents.
See, Kenny, you're a surface level guy. I look deep, baby. I go deep into the data.
Now, Jesse, there's no definitive proof that female Asian drivers are worse drivers. I don't know where you're getting that data from. We've not. We have to
do the math. We're gonna let them do it.
Well, obviously, we're gonna let them do it. You know, I wonder about that. Asian Americans are the highest earners in America, but what does AI do to all the accounting jobs and stuff like that?
They have to take over. And that just lends itself. You know what I was thinking too during that little exchange was how come we only vilify negative stereotypes? It's never the bad ones. You're never like, Asians are great at math, and they're like, stop saying that. But you're like, no, you have curb rash on the inside of your calipers, and we can't say you're a bad driver.
I don't know.
It's not happenstance.
I don't know what that means, but I loved hearing it. Curb
rash on the inside of your calipers. It's good wordplay right there.
I thought it was I thought that was like an anatomical thing for
for real.
What is that? Is that so it's a kind of
Where's
venereal
the caliper? It's right at the top under the hood.
My gynecologist says my caliper's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's right underneath the marital aid.
It's not a marital aid, it's a massage wand. It says so right on the bottom. I'm Kenny Webster. Jesse Peyton and I will be in Denham Springs next Saturday. Friday night, probably Hattiesburg. That's next weekend.
I'll definitely be there. And then I'll be in Foley on the Foley, Alabama, outside of Mobile on August 7th. So you guys come see me. Couples Therapy. All tickets are available at Jesse Peyton Live or jesseisfunny.com. You can come see us. Kenny Webster will definitely be in Denham Springs with me at the Southern Rhythm Club. Hey, it's a beautiful place. You're going to love this place, dude. It's gorgeous.
I like that.
They did a lot of money, a lot of renovations over there. Couples Therapy. We're going to give relationship advice. Bring your girl, bring your date, bring your wife, bring your side chick. Bring them all at the same time. Hell, let's have a party.
I mean, I got to think if they're all there together, you know.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? That's right. I'm Kenny Webster. Follow Jesse Peyton on X and, well, not on X, Instagram and Bookface and TikTok.
That's
and it,
all of the things.
tube of
Jesse is funny.
Jesse is fine. I'm Kenny Webster. I'm on X and other platforms. I love you all. Have a great afternoon. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning for more of What You Bought a Radio For.
You are listening to the Pursuit of Happiness Radio. Tell the government to kill